Well, Lee, where do we even start? I mean, as the saying goes, when your luck's out, your luck's out. Very good performance from Manor Farm this evening. 2-2 in about the 87th minute, and then Totton go and score twice late on to win 4-2. What are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, no, we've gone toe to toe with two sides that are in the top 3 or 4 of the division in the last 4 or 5 days. As you can say, like Saturday was a roller coaster of a game. I said to the lads, we'll probably do after dinner speaking over the next couple of years based on that game alone. So, like that showed you the emotions that are going through the place as we turn up here tonight. And obviously we knew Totton, like I said after the game on Saturday, that they're the favourites to win this league, and I was impressed with them because they sort of played the conditions very, very well, and we just probably said that to our lads in there. And football is a massive part of your life is confidence, and these sort of games you want to be playing when your confidence is at its highest. And yeah, you don't need to keep that a secret. We're getting a few blows at the moment, so our confidence in where we want it to be. But we also know that the dressing room we're nearly there in terms of these performances, we're nearly there in terms of the results, and obviously Saturday is a game which we're going to attack with a vengeance. We know Bashley are a good side. We've played them already once this season and had a narrow defeat on the opening day, which is a little bit like farcical conditions there. It was like played on tarmac, the game, because I think that obviously the summer really made it bake the pitch out. So obviously we're going to have an extreme condition this Saturday. You're going to have a pitch is obviously is hard wearing, but is like these games are taking its toll on it. So the dressing room's looking forward to Saturday. We know tonight was always going to be a tough task. We felt it was well within our capabilities, but as you said, last 4 or 5 minutes we're at level terms, and then we found ourselves conceding two late goals, and it was a bit of a sucker punch.
Definitely. I mean, especially after Saturday's game, it looked like there was almost a little bit of a hangover from that game when Manor Farm did go 2 goals down. But just talk to me about the character for this team to be able to claw the match back to 2-2, especially late on in the second half. We're talking, fine margins from getting a very good result against, like you say, one of the top teams in this division.
Yeah, we as you said, like at 1-0 and 2-0, you're starting even as a manager. There's obviously I'm always going to be positive, because that's what I've always done in my time in football, and like I say, one of a fair few trophies by being positive. So I'm always going to try and make it that way, and that's what we've benefited as a club with our success, by always being positive. So at 2-0 down, with things aren't totally, the mindset ain't correct in us all, you know what I mean? So you're fearing the worst, but then for these lads like Owen to score the goal he did just prior to half time got us back in the game, and gone in at half time knowing we're in a game. And then the second half, I felt like with the opening exchanges favoured us, and I think when we did get eventually on level terms, I think we had a good penalty shout. The referee, again, we've benefited the last couple of days by having 2 excellent referees as well, and this referee again tonight, like I said to him, even if I believe it was a slight mistake, but he's entitled to make those types of mistakes, but that could have made it 2-2 with probably a good bit of time to go. But then we got our deserves and managed to get ourselves on level terms. And then when you're 2-2 going into the last 6-7 minutes of a game against the side of Tottenham's calibre, you're thinking, well, should we stick or twist there? And then obviously, unfortunately, we got caught with a sucker punch, an early ball across the face, and the lads put it in the net. And so then we tried, we chucked another striker on to try and get on level terms, and we conceded again. So that's that. We're not going to make a secret that we're always going to try and be attack minded at this club. We're always going to try and blast our way out of trouble, and I think this Saturday we're going to go after the game and try and get 3 vital points. But we also back ourselves. We're confident in ourselves, and we know that when we get a little bit more rub of the green, then I think we'll hopefully cash in on that one.
Definitely, and a very good turnout from the Farmy Army once again this evening, 135. Just how important is it to keep having those supporters turn out in their numbers and come and support us on Saturday against Bashley?
Well, definitely. Again, we weren't expecting the numbers that we even got here tonight, because obviously it's got a bit of corporate in as well. So to have the numbers with the weather the way it's taking a turn, I think it's going to be a bit obviously cold for the next couple of weeks, and with the World Cup going on as well, there's enough excuses not to venture down here. But and obviously with recent results, you probably think that it might take its toll, but it doesn't doesn't here. Like they're loyal, they always have been, and like obviously this Saturday is a great day because we've got an early kick-off at 12:30. That was like obviously we offered Basher the opportunity to kick off at 3 once we really knew that we wanted to leave it until we knew what England were doing, but obviously they wanted it to kick off at 12:30, so fair play to them. That means they'll have an early start. We'll put a kick off at 12:30, and then we got an afternoon of it, and then obviously you got the fight in the evening, and then England play on the Sunday. So this is the sort of weekend we all look forward to. I think there are going to be a few sore heads Monday, hopefully on the back of 3 points, the Tyson Fury win, and an England progress in the World Cup.
Thanks for your time. Cheers.
Thank you.